Hey everybody, I just wanted to run you through very quickly how to use mapnwea.org for adding students to a test session, creating a test session, and then also how to start and end those test sessions. You're going to start off in this home screen. Hopefully everybody's set up their username and passwords, and you're going to start by clicking Manage Test Sessions right here. Once you click Manage Test Sessions, you're going to be able to choose Find Students to Test. My favorite shortcut here is just by clicking Junior High, choosing your grade level that you're wanting to create a session for, so I'll just say 6th grade, and then choosing the teacher that you are, because we already have everything rostered, so all of your students should be showing up unless they've shown up in the last couple of days, and then I can set them up in the roster if you just let me know. And finally, once you choose the class, it's actually going to pop up with your entire classroom. So please notice that when I chose this search button down here, it popped up with all of these student names that are rostered under this particular teacher and this particular class. And I'm just able to go ahead and choose them all. And you may have to do this page by page, but it is a super quick way to go ahead and choose the students that are all in 6th grade reading, for example, and create one master roster for all of those students so you're not opening and closing test sessions all day. Once you have done that, you're going to be able to go ahead and choose Add Students, and all of those students are going to pop up in this student list down below. Now that I've clicked on Add Students, all of these students whose names I am keeping confidential are all popping up under here. It's basically the entire 6th grade reading group. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click in this box right next to the last name, and when I click that, that's going to put little check marks by every student's name down below. And then I'm going to choose Assign Test. Now when we're choosing tests, you're going to notice that there are a lot of different options here. So most of them are named growth or screener. We typically only use the growth assessments. So we'll be using the growth reading, math, or science 3 through 5 for our 5th graders. And then we'll be using the growth reading, math, and science 5+ or 6+ for our 6th graders through 8th graders. So in this situation, because it is a 6th grader, we might say growth science 6 through 8. And then we're just going to click Assign. And what you're going to notice is that every student down below is going to show up with some sort of like growth science test assigned. And you want to make sure that every student has an assigned test before you open this up to start a test. Once you're done with that, you can also choose these accommodations if you know that the student gets them. Typically, I'll go in and add any of those, and most of them are extra time, and these are untimed tests, so we don't really have to worry about that. You can remove students using this, and that's pretty much it as far as getting a test session going. Once every student has been added to this test session and you're ready to go, you're going to scroll down to the bottom right here where it says Save Session. Now when you click Save Session, it's going to, so the little box that pops up is going to look like this, testing session name. You're going to go ahead and go in there and say reading 6th grade, and then you can go ahead and click Save and Exit. Now that I've clicked that, I'll notice that I have a little board here that says Save Testing Session. So these are all of the sessions that I've created. They all have different names. Because we called this Reading 6th grade, we know that this is the one that we want to use, and we're going to go ahead and click Test Now. This is your main board that you're going to have up the whole time that you're testing, and it is best to have access to this all of the time. You'll notice that the session name is Reading 6th grade. Sometimes I'll choose something a little bit easier if I have a group that has a really hard time typing quickly, or if I just want to move things along. So you could just call it like R6G, something very simple. And then you're going to write this up on the whiteboard as well as this password 5532. And this just gives students the access so that they're able to get into the test. Also, if you're testing online, when you create your email, you'll notice that I have a section where you're going to put in your active session name and your active password. These are going to change every time that you start and end a session. So after a session, you're going to click up here on end session. It's actually going to create a new password the next time that you open this up and start this session name reading 6th grade. One other thing that is going to happen is that as students get logged in from their student interface, which is different for the students that are in school versus the students using their own secure web browsers at home. For every student that logs in, you're going to go ahead and click confirm. And there is one main confirm that says like confirm all students. And since you've assigned those tests down below, you're going to be able to do mass confirms and not have to be checking that students all got the right test. So when you're all done, you can go ahead and end the session. You can keep that session name reading 6th grade, and you can click save and exit. And that's pretty much everything as far as getting students into a testing session and prepping everything and then starting and ending those sessions. I hope that you have a great day, and I hope this video was really informative. Bye.